Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rich from R&R Survival, 11th Hour Preppers. I just want to come on here and do a knife review. I'm going to try and do more. I don't really have a lot of time, so I keep forgetting about them. I don't really uh, remember, actually. I just keep forgetting. So I'm going to try to do a review on at least one knife a week, because I have so many, so it's going to take a while. But I actually wanted to do a review on a knife that I've already reviewed for a different group on Facebook before I got kicked off. So this is a knife that I got as a gift for my birthday. It is from Walmart, okay? I know everybody's like, oh, Walmart knives suck and blah, blah, blah. But not really. I mean, they're stepping up the game. They're labeling what steel it is now. Like, I mean, before in the past, it has been kind of sketchy. Like, you didn't know what you were getting. You just get a knife and it was mystery steel. So, you don't really want to deal with that because you don't know what you're getting. But a lot of time, it's 420 steel. It's wicked easy to sharpen. You know what I mean? If it takes that razor edge real quick, it's probably like 420. It just doesn't hold an edge a long time. But this one is basically it's a camp knife. It is camp knife, butcher knife, and it's by Ozark Trail. It is called the 11-inch fixed blade. That's like the name of it. That's all it says. So if you want to look it up online, Walmart.com. 11-inch fixed blade knife. Basically all it's called. So, but it's pretty decent, And like I said, if I get a crap knife, I'll tell you it's a crap knife. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This knife. It's actually really good, for the money that you pay for it. Like I said, it was a gift, but I looked it up, and it's about 20 bucks retail. And I watched a bunch of videos on other people's reviews, and it's a really good bushcraft knife. People were batoning with it, all kinds of stuff like that, and it didn't explode. So it's a pretty decent knife. I was wanting to get a camp knife anyway, camp knife / butcher knife, more for the reason that I'm kind of into the North American fur trade, the mountain men, the voyageurs, Courage du Bois, stuff like that. So I was more for like history and stuff like that to get one, and this is kind of basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically a butcher knife these guys carried around with them. Skinning animals. They used it sometimes to chop wood, baton wood. They used it for food preparation, all that stuff. Some of them, like the Hudson Bay knives, they were used as axes too because they were so big. You know what I mean? But it's a pretty cool knife. Again, by Ozark Trail. It comes with this sheath, which is actually really good. It's got an insert inside it, which is basically a plastic insert, and then it has a cross draw. So you basically pop it up, and it locks in too, so that's wicked awesome too, so it's not going to fall out. So you got to like snap it out. And like I said, it's got that, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got that plastic insert right there. So that's right in there. And then when you put it in, it clicks right in. It doesn't come right, it won't come right out. It is riveted. It's got these rivets, so it's like put together really well. I mean, for Walmart, it's really good. I'm like shocked actually. It's got this big belt loop. If you carry it like that, I don't like carrying big knives on my belt, so I put them in my bag. My Go Bag's Molly compatible, so I just stick it in one of the Molly straps. So this is a really good sheath for, like I said, for the price. You pay like 20 bucks for this knife, $18 to $20, and this sheath is really good for that price. I mean, I have other knives that were like, I have a $100 buck knife that has a sheath like this. You know what I mean? So other companies are making them. I have another one, the Gerber one. It's like $30, $40 knife. I don't really like that one actually. I like this one's actually better than that one. And it's padded, so it's like not. There's no hot points on it or anything. It's soft. It's padded. It's good. If you need a soft sheath for your girly hands, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good knife. Sheath. So the knife itself is 11 inches. It has a Paca wood handle blade. It is riveted. So that's another thing Walmart hasn't done in the past. They were making just composite handles that you couldn't take apart. It's not riveted, I'm sorry. It's in there with a hex, or a torque screw. So I have a torque screw set, so you can, it's probably like a T7, a T8 or something. So if it does get, stuff underneath it, if like, I don't know what that would ever happen, but if it does, you can take the handles off and, remove the scales and clean underneath it, put it back together. So that's really good. It is a full tank construction, and like I said, it is Paca wood, which is a laminate, where they just laminate wood, just keep doing it, and then they sand it down. So it looks really nice. It is kind of an offset where the handle comes like this and then goes like that where the blade is, so you get a really good grip on it. It's got a thumb ramp back here, which I love thumb ramps. It's got jimping, love jimping. So you get a good grip if you have to choke up. It does have a choil. Now, I haven't really said this a lot on YouTube. I've said it before on Facebook every time I did a review. This choil is not a finger choil. This is not where you're supposed to put your finger for knife safety reasons. What a choil is there for is to denote the end of the sharpening edge. So this is where you sharpen, right to there, then you stop. That's what it's for. It's not to put your hand there, because if you put your finger there, then your finger's right up against the blade. So if you're cutting something and your finger slips, boom. You know what I mean? You're missing half a finger. So you keep your finger back here behind the guard where it belongs. Not a finger choil. It's a sharpening choil. Don't put your finger there. You're going to cut your finger off. So that's that. But anyway, I like the thumb ramps. I'm really big into jimping. As I do more videos, you see that. I'm always trying to find knives with like some kind of jimping on the back, just so you can get that, you know, that added grip if you do have to choke up on it while keeping your finger behind the guard. But this is, you know, it's not super aggressive jimping, but I mean, you know, you get a good grip with your thumb so you can cut. Big, you know, 11, it's altogether 11 inches. It's 5 point something. I didn't really measure it. I've been slacking on the measure. Like, you know what I'm saying? The blade itself is like around 6 inches long. And it's a drop point, plain edge, fixed blade. So, good blade. Serrations suck. I mean, some people like them. I don't see why, because you have to sharpen them. And this knife is really too big to sharpen on a fixed angle sharpening system, so you have to sharpen this knife by hand on a stone. And if there were serrations, absolute pain in the ass. You'd have to use a file. I just don't like serrations. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? So this is, again, the Walmart 11-inch fixed blade it's called. And like I said, it's a good butcher knife style camp knife. You can use it for bushcraft, or you can use it for just, you know, cutting up food in your house. Like, that's what I just did. I was literally cutting up red potatoes with this just now. Like, I don't even use the butcher knives we have anymore. I'm about to get rid of them because they're all serrated, and again, I hate serrations, so I'm gonna get rid of them. I wanted a butcher camp style knife, like from the old times, that I could use all the time, you know, and then just resharpen it without having a problem. So this is on my bag, you know what I mean? I keep it on my go bag. So when it's like, hey, you gotta cut some meat, oh, hold on, let me go get my knife. So then I go and get my knife, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm tempted to buy one of those magnetic things you put on your wall and just stick this to it, because this is basically what I use for food prep. I mean, it's a good knife. 18 to 20 bucks, can't beat it, man. You know, like I said, it's got a really good sheath. It's put together really well. The knife steel is 7CR17 MOV. Again, that's a Chinese steel. I know some people don't like it, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's made by a company in China called A Honest. They make all the MOV steels. And basically what MOV is, it's molybdenum vanadium. It's just the elements they put in it. So, very corrosion resistant. I mean, it still will rust. You have to dry it off every time you use it. Wash it, clean it, dry it off, and you won't have to worry about that. So, it's really good. You know, I think it's a good steel. The hardness is like 57 on the HRC, which is a Rockwell C scale. And basically, if nobody knows what that is, it's an indentation test where they basically put the steel on an indenter and it pushes down, and obviously the less that it indents into it, the harder the steel is, and that's how they tell the steel hardness. Anything over 55 is considered very hard steel on the Rockwell C chart, but 55 is actually pretty soft. You know what I mean? So you want a knife that's usually 57 hardness to 59 hardness. That's good. It'll hold an edge for a pretty decent time. I mean, I've used this knife quite a bit. I make my own jerky, so I've cut up, you know, chuck roast with this. I just cut like red potatoes with it. I've used it pretty much a lot, and I just took a piece of paper to see how sharp it was, and it still cuts right through it like it's nothing. So I haven't really had to sharpen it yet. It is a pretty fine edge. Don't run your finger across the edges like I do, because I just do it because I'm so used to sharpening. I want to see, but it's a pretty fine edge when you get it. It's not rough. It's you know, it's pretty good actually. I'm like amazed by a Walmart knife. Like, you know what I mean? So check it out, man. It's a good knife. There's a lot of good qualities that I like about it. Like I said, it has, you know, the jimping. It has the thumb ramp. It has the torque screw so you can take it apart if you have to. It's got the decent sheath. I mean, like I said, it's kind of big for me to carry on my belt. I'm not really that dude that's walking around with a Bowie knife on my belt, but, you know, whatever, teach their own. I mean, but it does go in, and when you press it, you can hear it click in. It's got that cross that goes over the finger guard, so this knife isn't coming out of here, whether it's open or whether it's closed. It's good. Check it out. I'll be doing another review whenever I have time. Again, I'll probably try to do it on Saturdays or Sundays. So, you know, again, Rich R&R Survival. Check it out. Walmart 11-inch fixed blade knife, 18 to 20 bucks. You know what? If you break it, you break it. It's only $20. So, but it's a decent knife. Check it out.